What's good, YouTube? It's your boy David and welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be doing a trade breakdown of a trade I took yesterday, which was the 20th of June 2024. In this trade, I was able to make around approximately 2,500 euros, risking 450 euros, trading USD card. This was a beautiful trade and I was able to close around 1 to 5.5, more or less. So without talking too much, let's hop into the video.
Oh yeah, I stayed up, put my head on and I prayed up, I worked hard and never gave up, I just struggle motivated.
Yo fam, we're live on the chart. This was the exit trade I took. You can see I still have my markups, everything, my thought process, what I was looking for and what I saw. For example, what our price were at here. So these were my thought process that led to this trade yesterday. What I'm gonna do now is just hide this real quick. Boom, it's gone. So I'm going to break down the trade I took and I'm going to bar replay till the let's just say 7 o'clock in the morning of yesterday, right before I saw the trade, before I took the trade. So firstly, I already knew price was bearish, right? Structurally, 1 hour time frame for me, it was bearish, and that was what I was looking for. Price tapped into the zone, created several zones, so I'm just going to break down real quick. So the first zone price tapped into was this zone, right? Price tapped into here, then created a big push, then price tapped into this push, then created another big push. So firstly, price tapped into here. So this was the main one. This was the one I was looking at that gave me the entry. So we had price tap in here, created a low, created a high, created a low, created a high, created a low, right? So I was going with the internal flow. The main trend is here and the internal structure is here. So I knew it was bearish, so I was going with that. Additionally, what I was also looking for was something to tell me that price wants to turn bullish. Something like this, right? Something like this. And it literally happened, but it wasn't solid for me. What I looked for is a solid push. So we had it here, which is this, a low, a high, and a low, and a high. If you notice, when price tried to break it at first, it created this doji, right? It created a doji right here. And price, the time I saw the trade, price failed to break the doji, right? Price created a doji and created another candle. In this trade, this would have been valid for me if price was to do this big push, and this doji wasn't a doji, it was another big candle right here. I would have been looking for buys, but since price didn't do that, and I already had my zones marked up, and I already knew the main trend is bearish, so I was looking for sells still. So I'm just gonna mark my zone. So the first zone I had was this, and then this. So I'm gonna do this real quick. This was the zone I had, and the other one was up here. But since price didn't get there, but nevertheless, I just draw it out real quick. These are all internal structure, which is IS, sec, IS, internal structure. Come on, boy. Oh yeah, internal structure. So price came in here. I started trading from 9 a.m. in the morning, so that's London open. So I saw that price came here when I came to my screen, right? This was around 6, so I'm just gonna play real quick. Right. So I saw was that price did that. This was around 10 o'clock. So firstly, price starting around 3 o'clock. I was looking for price to take the eye and give me something. This entire zone is still very valid for me, right? So price tapped in again, break the zone around 10 o'clock. Once it broke it, I went straight to the 5-minute. That's my entry time frame. So I was monitoring. Yeah, I was monitoring like really crazy. So I was monitoring. So what I needed was for my entry confirmation, which is this I low, low, and this is my entry, right? Something like this. Doesn't have to be like this, but you get the point, right? So put this here. Okay. So I'm just waiting for that. Watching. Boom. Low, high. See? We created the high, created a low, created the high, created a low. It broke it. What I was looking for was price to come back into this zone, which is the last bullish candle before the bearish candle, right? And my stop loss is always at the high, right? Depending on how price breaks. But right here was around this high, and I made it 4 pip just to cover the high and for spreads, right? So once price broke this, I already had my limit. I'm very fast on it, so the target is always 1 to 6. But I was monitoring, right? I was monitoring because I had some. So basically, because I also saw this 1 hour shift, anything can happen, you know. So once I got the entry, I'm just waiting. Let's just wait for price to come in. Boom, right there. So I was waiting. Boom, I got tapped in around 12:20. I was waiting for price to melt, right? Price to melt, but it wasn't that simple. Price came back several times. Boom. This also, I also saw this, and I was like, damn. So price pulled back more. See, it almost came back to my entry, but I was still in, right? After this was after 1 to 2 point something, more or less. Right here, 2 point something. Mind you, if I went back to my stop loss, I would have been stopped out after all of this profit because that's how I trade. I don't use break even, so I don't. So if it goes there, it goes there. Like life goes on, you know. So I was waiting, pulled back very hard, but I was still in, still waiting patiently, and price did all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. Right. What I was looking for, my target is 1 to 6, but what I was looking for was this low right here. If you notice, I wrote the note right here. One second, I'm just gonna find that. See, I noticed what I wrote this right here. Watch how price reacts, right? So I was looking at that. I was paying attention, right, on the 5 minutes, by the way, on the 5 minutes. So when price got to that low, where's the low? One sec. So when price got to the low, I'm just gonna pull this. Okay, that. So when price got to this low, right? It even before it got there, it started to like react, you know, trying to pull back. Price did that. See, when price got here, it did this, and I was like, damn, I haven't closed up to this level. I didn't close yet. I was still waiting. But then I started to have that because this zone might hold and price might pull back. So somewhere here, when price came back before this candle was fully formed, I closed around somewhere here. And I'm going to pop on the screen so you can see. I closed around here. It was roughly around 5.5 at least the reward, which was very decent. Although I was a little bit, I wouldn't say pissed. I was grateful for the trade, but I was like, why didn't I just hold longer? You know, just a few minutes and would have been a TP. But overall, the trade was good. I saw this reaction and I reacted. That's what I told myself. So I did that. I didn't want this to turn into a loser after 1 to 5. You know, that would have been nice. You know, so that was the trade. Very simple trade. I went through the structure, then the internal structure, and price went to take profit. It was a beautiful trade, and that's all I have for this video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, and if you think you have a friend that might be interested in such content, please make sure to share. And if this is your first time in the channel, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day. Bless.